One of the members, Jamie Douglas will come on. So people at the back of the room, I'm sort of not deliberately missing you out, but I can't really see you because of the lights. Would you do me the honour of starting the applause for our next time at the back of the room? And slowly spread it forward. And then forward. And will you please welcome to the stage our next act in the evening? The marvellous, it's Jamie Douglas!
Thank you. I'm Jamie. I'm a bit like Dave. I'm from a rough area. It's nice to be in Lichfield because, like I said, I'm from a rough area. My area is the kind of place where people can't decide if they'd rather be thieves or fly tippers. So someone broke into my dad's house recently, and now he has more stuff. And where I'm from, having a dad is a bit of a brag. So apologies for that. But no, I live in a nice bit of Birmingham now. Called Harborne. Yeah, I know it's a nice bit of Birmingham because my bins have been collected. Birmingham's a strange place really because like you go to like Manchester, Liverpool, there's a lot of civic pride in their city. Like Brummies are very pessimistic about the West Midlands. Like I remember I told my friend, like in Liverpool, they're like, oh, we've got Oasis, we've got the Beatles, whatever it is. In Birmingham, I told my friend that, did you know that 2 of the 4 members of Led Zeppelin come from the West Midlands? And he said to me, yeah, well, 2 of them don't. It's one way of looking at it, I guess. No, Birmingham's a strange place. I grew up in London, moved to Birmingham in lockdown, and it's a strange place because, when you're in the south, there's certain things that you notice that we don't have here. So in the south, any place with Heath in the name is really nice. In the West Midlands, not so much. I've been to Small Heath, I've been to Balsall Heath, and God help me, I've been to Cradley Heath. Cradley Heath is mental because apparently in Cradley Heath you can go into any corner shop there and buy cocaine. Like they just sell drugs in every shop there. What they don't tell you is that when you do buy the drugs, on the packet it says multi-pack, not for resale. You've got to watch out for that. But Birmingham, one thing I really like about Birmingham, someone who grew up in London, is that there's absolutely no tourists. Because why would you? To be fair, that has changed since we got the giant bull in New Street Station. There was one Spanish guy who turned up and tried to fight it. It didn't really work that well. I'll tell you a bit about my parents. I've got this big head from my dad. I mentioned before, I do have a big head. It gets me in trouble sometimes. So recently I tried to headbutt a guy, accidentally hit his whole family. And it's getting my friends in trouble as well, so for Halloween, me and my friend, we went dressed up. I was Scooby-Doo, he was Shaggy, and he got arrested for owning an XL bully. That was tough for him. But no, my parents are nice. My dad, I'll tell you about my dad. My dad smokes marijuana, I don't, but he does. And one thing that's people always ask me, like, what was it like having a dad who smoked weed growing up? And he was into some weird stuff. So do you ever see the show Robot Wars? Yeah. Do you remember that show? My dad loved that show, right? But he was too stoned to make his own robot. So what he would do is wrap me and my brother up in tin foil and make us fight each other. I always wondered why my brother was called Matilda, but it was an interesting guy. My mum is from Newcastle upon Tyne. I was actually born in Newcastle. Obviously, I've lost my accent, but I still had it. We moved to London when I was 5, and I still had my accent for a couple of years after we moved there. I remember being in a lesson. The teacher asked me a question, and I said, "Sir, I don't know the answer, man." And I got detention for taking the piss out of Jamaican kids. Which I thought was really unfair because I was trying to do Trinidad, but it was tough. Like people look at my dad and they think he's a stoner. I bet he's quite a relaxed man, and it's generally quite true that stoners are relaxed people unless you mess with their drugs. I remember once I was hoovering up in the living room and I accidentally sucked up my dad's bag of weed, and he got really cross with me, and I said, "Oh, it's easy to be calm until someone Henry's your eighth." You know? That's what thanks, I like this guy. I'll sell you some afterwards, man. No, but people look at my dad, and you know, like I said, we're from a rough area. It's the kind of place everyone gets their funeral done at, a place called Creme de la Creme. When my parents got married, the vicar asked my dad, "Do you take this woman to be your wife?" And he said, "No comment." It was that kind of thing. And obviously that's a joke, my parents never got married, but no, like, so my dad, people think my dad, he looks like the kind of bloke who's going around sticking England flags up on lampposts. And my dad wouldn't do that for a few reasons. Like, he loves everyone, he loves immigrants, and also he's Scottish. So what my dad does is actually he takes the flags down and then sells them back to the races. It's like a good way to make money. I'm selling some tonight, by the way. No, it was interesting growing up with a Scottish dad, because he didn't really like the fact I was English. And I remember my first World Cup that I remember was 1998, and I asked my dad to get me an England top with Beckham on the back, and he said, "Don't worry, son, I'll get you one with an even better midfielder. No problem." He got me one with Leeds United midfielder David Batty on the back. So I had to go into school the next day with Batty across my back. And the Jamaican kids already hated me because of the accent, you know. It was just a target, you know. But no, I'll tell you about, so I struggled to make some friends when I first moved to Birmingham. I did a few things. I joined the Birmingham Flat Earth Society five-a-side football team. It's not really that good, it's just a bunch of divorced dads kicking around a frisbee. It's pretty lame. I think I recognise a few of you tonight, actually. But I tried to make friends at work, but I found that, well, I'm only 36, but a lot of the people at my work are like 21, 22, so they don't really relate to me. Like one girl asked me, what was it like growing up in the 90s? I managed to persuade her that I'd survived the Cold War. So I thought that was pretty cool. And eventually I did manage to, what I'm quite proud of, is I managed to convince her that in the 90s we had TikTok, but it was in black and white. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, I'll tell you a bit about my life. I'm the first person in my family to go to university. Which, you know, that's probably not that impressive here, but where I'm from, it was pretty cool. I studied Spanish and Portuguese because I hate money, and it was nice. I got to travel all over the place. Like I traveled to America. Eventually, I went to this place called Texas. Texas, really nice people, like really friendly. I went to this place where you can learn to ride a bull. And I remember I was struggling to get up on this bull. This guy came up to me. He's like, "Hey, buddy, you need some help getting on that bull, man?" And I said, "Yeah, actually, it is my first rodeo, so that'd be great." But yeah, I've always liked traveling about. I've noticed like certain foreign cultures, like they're quite rude about British people, but we still, you know, think they're cool. Like French people are really rude to us. They're like, "Oh, young people are so ugly, and your food is disgusting." And we're like, "Oh my god, yeah, it's so sophisticated." And then Germans are really nice about England, actually. Germans will be like, "Oh yeah, I love to read Shakespeare, well, hiking into the Lake District, it's beautiful." And we're like, "You Nazi bastard." My granddad used to say to me, if it wasn't for us, you'd be speaking German right now. And I'd say, aber ich kann sehr gut Deutsch sprechen, das ist kein Problem für mich. I don't need to think like just because I speak German that I'm not patriotic. That I'm so patriotic that when I send a letter, I link the front of the stamp. That has gotten more difficult since the Queen died, I will say that. But I always think about whenever England played Germany in football, you always get this chant like 2 World Wars and 1 World Cup. Come on, guys, you know the words. And I think, yeah, that is true. We have won 2 World Wars and 1 World Cup, right? But the Germans, they've won 4 World Cups. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd probably swap like one of the World Wars for like 2 of their World Cups. Maybe a Euros, I don't know. And obviously when I say that, I don't mean World War II, that's obviously the good one. But yeah, I would trade World War I, no problem, mate. But yeah, I always think about England football managers. My favourite England football manager is this guy, Steve McLaren. And not because he was a good manager, he was quite poor actually. He got sacked for owning an umbrella. He was that kind of guy. But the best thing about Steve McLaren was he's from Yorkshire. And when he got sacked by England, he started doing all these international jobs. And he picked up the accent from the players. So wherever he went, he started speaking like that. So I remember he went to the Netherlands and he started saying, yes, we're going to play some attacking football, it's great. Then he went to Wolfsburg in Germany and he said, yeah, we're looking to win the league title. No problem. And now his most recent job was he was the Jamaica manager. Go on, Steve, I dare you. No, people asked him, like, are you worried you're going to get cancelled if you do the accent? And he just said, Manakir. And I'm only allowed to do that because I'm from Newcastle. So have a good night, thank you, it's been lovely.